moments tonight. God was speaking to me about some other things, and I'm like, well, Lord, I like what I'm hearing. But I got what I wrote down, so I had to get the green light, because he was ministering to me on some other stuff that I wanted to share. And it's going to come to the time that we're not going to be able to really trust our notes. It's going to be inspired unction. It's going to flow out of your belly. That's why I like round table. I love round table, because God can decide what he wants to release. Amen. I like that. So we got to understand that the hedge has to be restored, because the wall comes, the hedge, the fence comes to protect the body. So we got to have leaders that's going to be raised up, like I said, not giving a dishonest gain, not trying to promote themselves, don't have no other agenda other than Christ and his body. I thank God. There's one thing I can thank God. I went through all the lunacies in the 90s. I went through every wave in the 90s. And God kept my heart, that I didn't get caught up on fanatical trips. Even though I started, I was a groupie. But then God got me. You know, I went on a tangent. I was traveling, chasing ministry gifts. And I thank God he sobered me up. That I stopped being a wine bibber. Meaning, I always want a new feeling. And I always wanted to, just be mesmerized. And that's good in his own time, but you got to lay that foundation first. And I thank God has given me a heart to make sure my heart towards people and not towards ministry. Because people, in fact, you cannot have ministry above the people. It's an unequal yoke. Ministry above community is an unequal yoke. That's why it's hard when I have ministry gifts that can't serve the people or can't be seen by the people. Because that lets me know what ministry is above. Community first. You got to be able to touch the people. I found a trick. I found a trick or a magic potion that I found that when you are concerned with people, God speaks to you more. Some of us probably trying to figure out why we need an enema in our eardrums, because we can't hear from God. If you're concerned about yourself, he's not going to speak to you, because he can't trust you. But if you start concerning yourself with other people, then he'll speak to you. He will speak to you. And I believe sometimes we just don't understand the power of serving. So we're not, in that verse 30, it says, and I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it, but I found none. Please erase this out of your vocabulary. God is not looking for a man to stand in the gap of the city. God is not looking for you to stand in the gap for your family. Please erase that. It breeds pride. That's what it's really based on. If I don't pray tonight, nobody in my family gonna get saved. If I don't pray tonight, something's gonna happen in the church. I gotta stand on the walls. That's why I get a little leery when folks always trying to figure out what we need to do as a church. What we need to do as a church. What we need to do as a church. What do we need to do as a church? What do we need to do as a church? What do we need to do as a church? No. What do you need to do as a part of the church? That's the best way to deal with it. Because I understand, I say, oh, that's just pride. The enemy would like to have you elevated. And that's the very best way to elevate you out from the numbers. So we're not looking for no man to stand in the gap. That's the Old Testament paradigm. It's not a New Testament paradigm. One man stood in the gap. And that's why he said when he got up out of the Jordan, this is my son, of whom I'm well pleased. That's the only man that's going to stand in the gap. And I'm not saying you shouldn't pray for your family. Pray for your family. But get that bravado off your chest. That's Superman. I gotta do it. God is counting on me. Now he want to get that Leviathan first. Before he want to get them saved, he want to get Leviathan. Me too. You can feel my feet. I'm coming right at it. Matter of fact, it's coming in 2 weeks. I want to come at the spirit of pride. It's nasty. It's irritating. It irritates me. It get around me like, you hear conversations like, hey, pride again? I tell my wife, I don't even know how to tell them. I said, I want to tell them. They don't even see it. They don't even know it. It's in there. I just see it rolling behind the words. It's all got colloquialism. It got church stuff behind it and stuff. One thing about it, you hear anyhow. I don't want y'all to get scared, and I ain't gonna tell you when I'm gonna teach it, because then you won't come. Because you got them. If you have a hard time coming when I teach on pride, then you already know that you're the candidate. And you need to get free. All of us have it. Remember I mentioned that. All of us have it. Some of us just have too much. If somebody's telling you, man, you're always talking about yourself. Yeah, well. Now let's move into the New Testament. Talking about this fence, this wall, this hedge. When I was thinking about this, immediately it came on my radar screen, my mind. There's a New Testament principle that came to mind while contemplating on this wall in Judah and Jerusalem. The place where the glory of the Lord reigns. Apostle John in his vision saw such a place. It's the new heaven and new earth. He also saw a new Jerusalem, the supposed bride of the king, the city of God, which is the church. Jesus said we are a city built on a hill that can't be hid. We are the one holy nation, the carrier of the government of God. And I'm going to walk through Revelation 21 with you. We're going to go through the scriptures. I'm going to show you how it's relevant to us now. Amen. All right? I always said I wanted to have a conference on the book of Revelation. I'm still a little scared because I don't know what the leopards and bears and all that mean in some places in Revelation 13, but it got some symbols over there. You're like, what the heck? And I pick my brain, I pick my friends out, and I say, hey, what does that mean? They don't know. It's like, okay, God, sooner or later it's going to fall out of the sky. Somebody's going to get the idea and say, that's what it means. But I know about 85% of the book of Revelation is metaphors, just the Old Testament. That's why he said that in the first 3 verses, he said, bear record of the word of God. This last book always bear record to everything else that if you think about a novel, it's the consummation of everything that was previously said. Right? So it don't have anything to do with C-SPAN, CNN, or any outsiders. Huh? When you get to the book, and it's at the end of the book, you ain't got to worry about it saying anything about, if it's a cookbook, it's not going to talk about how to build a car. Help me out, y'all. If you read a book like that, then let us know. Whatever's on the label, let you know what's in it. It says the first 5 words, the revelation of Jesus Christ. So everything in there is about the revelation of Jesus Christ. It ain't got nothing to do with end time. Eschatology. It got anything to do with none of the post, pre, all that, the mid, all that stuff. Pre, mid, and post. If it's the millennium or the tribulation, it don't have anything to do with it. He said, which was, which is, and is to come. In other words, you cannot put it and canonize it and put it into time. It's the eternal book. That's why it's which was, which is, and which is to come. Got that? Yes. So stop scaring yourself and saying, I'm not going to go over there because my name will be blotted out of the book of life. It's a lot of stuff in it that's pretty good. Anyhow, I don't know if let's go to the first verse because I'm going to start at 9. Well, we're going to start at 1, but I really want to grab a hold of verse 9, 21. Then we're going to go to 25 to 27. Just going to trust and see what God has to say about the rest. Go ahead.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
And I saw who?
New heaven and new earth.
Now, some folks say, well, that's a new heaven and new earth. Well, it ain't new. It's not new as far as brand new. It's a renewed heaven and a renewed earth. Y'all probably say, well, I didn't get grip on that preacher. Well, let me tell you this. It's this word. K-A-I-N-O-S. Now, if it had been a brand spanking new right off the showroom floor, bam, it would have been Neos. What is it? Kaianos, which means it's new in freshness. So this new heaven, new earth is the same earth, but renewed. In fact, let me just tweak you a little bit and upset some of the religious people. In April 29, 1990, I entered into a new heaven and new earth. Well, Noah, when he got out of the boat, he entered a new heaven and new earth. The terra firma is still the same. It's not a location. Well, the first earth was passed away. And there was no more sea. Now, how many know it's not talking about water? We already know what sea is, right? The duality. Hold that. Go to me, Isaiah. I gotta always remember that I'm not just reiterating stuff to y'all, but we got people, an audience out there that don't know. I just can't just think that they know it. So I have to walk them through it, and I don't want to lose them. I want to be able to bring a point across. I don't care what they say after I give them the truth. It's up to them. But Isaiah 57:20 says this: "But the wicked are like the who? Trouble." Y'all at the same Bible? The wicked is like who? Come on now, y'all. We got more people in this place. Like who? The troubled sea. Right? Which what? Cannot rest. Who's what? That means mixture. That's what it means, mixture. It said mire and dirt, mixture. I will talk about mire. It's like the pig going back to the miry clay. It's mixture, right? There is no peace, says my God, to the wicked. That's how you know that's how you know that a new heaven and new earth. You already know, because peace rule your borders. Huh? If there's no peace in the gates, no peace in your heart, then you probably not have met up or fulfilled the dimensions of what I'm about to share with you. What I'm about to show you. So go back over there. So when this new heaven, new earth come, this new creation come, because it's the same word, this new creation come, is not necessarily have anything to do with a chronological date. It's a Kairos moment. You got that? Yes. And when this thing comes, there will be no duality. That's good stuff. You be good and saved. Tell your neighbor, good and saved. Yeah.